Hi everyone, welcome to North Star Knife Reviews. I am outside today, so hopefully we won't have too much ambient noise from traffic or dogs or the occasional overhead airplane, but we'll see what we've got. Today I have a Schrade Old Timer. This is the 69 OT, and I actually think this would make a good camping knife. Now, I'm not talking about go out in the wilderness for 3 weeks and hike around. I'm talking go car camping with your families, something like that. Sorry, plane going by. You can see this is the typical old timer knife on the outside. Now, this is a Chinese-made old timer. Most of you probably know, but the Schrade company was around from about 1904, became part of Imperial Schrade, and was sold to Taylor Brands in 2004, and then since that time have been sold to Battenfield Technologies. Battenfield is a division of American Outdoor Brands. I believe they're the same people who make Smith & Wesson knives. But the last time I did an old timer review, I neglected to mention the sale to Battenfield, and one of the viewers called me out on that and was correct to do so because they did get sold to Battenfield a few years ago. Now, I wish they were still made in the US, but they're not, so we go with what we've got. You can see this old timer, the very traditional saw-cut Delrin. This is, again, the 69 OT. It's going to run a little over 4 inches closed. The fit and finish on this is actually pretty good. Sometimes these can have so-so fit or finish, but this one's pretty good. Now, this you see is a 3-layer knife, and the first blade is a California clip, sort of like you would get in a standard trapper. You are just about 3.5 inches long with a little over a 3-inch cutting edge. Now, this is made from 7CR series steel, which functionally is going to be the equivalent of about a 440A. So this is not something that's going to hold an edge forever, but it is going to be quite easy to sharpen, and it's going to be quite corrosion resistant. And both of those things may be very good if you're out camping for a weekend. Now, this is big enough, I think, that you could do some food prep with it, maybe some feather sticking, things like that. Again, it's not going to hold an edge for a long time, but if you're just out for a weekend, I think it should be fine. Then you have a saw. Not the greatest saw in the world. I don't think it's quite at the level of, say, the Victorinox saws. It does feel like it has a little bit of a kerf that's wider than the blade itself. Maybe not. Maybe it's just at the blade. Although it does feel like it flares out just a little bit, which would be good. But this you could do, this isn't going to cut huge branches, but something, maybe the size of your thumb or something like that, you could certainly cut to make some kindling, which I think, again, would be a handy thing if you're out camping. Now, the third tool, I'm going to suggest that you use not the way it's intentionally, or that it's intended to. Okay, this is a gut hook. Now, I haven't hunted in decades, and the only thing I ever hunted was a little bit of pheasant. But a lot of people I know who hunt don't use gut hooks, don't really like them. There are a couple people I'm aware of who do like the gut hooks, but I'm going to suggest this be used as a camping knife and not a hunting knife, so not really use the gut hook in that way. I have a friend who goes camping and doesn't have this knife, but has a knife with a gut hook, and he uses it to cut fishing line. The other thing that this is really good for, and do keep in mind, if you use it this way, it's going to dull this blade, but you can use it to lift pots off your fire, or if you have a grate, a metal grate, you can use it to move that. And I think it works really well. You can hold it in a number of ways, lift your pot off the fire, not get your hand too close to it, not burn yourself. And to me, that is much more valuable when you're camping than the gut hook would be. So that's what I would suggest this might be good for. All in all, I think that this might be something that, again, it's not a survival type camping knife, but just something for somebody who's doing a weekend out with the kids. Put up the tent, do a little fishing, make some burgers or something over the fire, and this could be, I think, really useful in that situation. The 69 OT from Schrade Old Timer. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this interesting. Have a good day, and I will catch you next time.